straight for the gas in the kitchen. Close the door, blew the pilot light out. This time not me. This time not me. This time not me. There's one other man I remember, seeking him out every day of my life. He took off when I was just a baby. Said he couldn't handle 3 kids and a wife. It's strange how they both show up in November. Decades apart but still there. My lover is teaching me magic, and my father has presents to share. This time not me. This time not me. This time not me.
Thank you very much. I am Ski Bunny, and that's the house band for British Jackie, and that's a song I wrote last November. It is called November, and it's about November, things that happened in November. So we have a great show planned for you. British Jackie will be up very shortly. We're going to play a little video intermission, also featuring some original music, so stay tuned.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are this evening. Welcome to British Jackie. Hello, I'm your host. I am British Jackie, and there I am. Yes, what do you think of Ski Bunny? Quite lovely, isn't she? Absolutely lovely. The music is beautiful. Very timely, in fact, because it is the month of November, and that song is in such a timely fashion called November, written in November. Yeah, it's interesting, these times of year, the time of year sort of brings things up for all of us, right? The song in that last video was actually written also by Ski Bunny, and it was written this November, just a couple of days ago, and it's also a similar topic. It's sort of a lot comes up at this time of year. Anyway, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a wonderful show planned for you. I've got a very special situation happening here with the technology. We're going to get out the technology here. Yeah, we're going to get over to, oh yeah, no, we don't want that. There we are. We're going to talk about our news broadcast of the week here. We've got a wonderful story we're bringing you straight from the center of the galaxy, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a collective utopian vision circulating. Once again, we're collecting evidence of the collective utopian vision that is, and we're going to bring that right up now. We'll take a look at our evidence here. What have we got? So we see this news article, right? It was written back in 2009. You see that, March 2009, New York Daily News. Now what you may not know is that Ski Bunny is one of the informants involved in this project that we're running with the Collective Utopian Vision. Ski Bunny is one of our mysterious informants. We don't know who the others are. We've been able to identify that Ski Bunny certainly is one. And so basically, ladies and gentlemen, this evidence here that we found, this First Lady steps up to volunteer plate. Alright, so in March 2009, imagine you're Ski Bunny. Alright, you're sleep deprived, you're taking the A train home from your hedge fund job in Manhattan, you're going back down to the village, hopefully to get some rest, probably to meet up with a guy to party again. You never knew it with her, you never quite knew what's going to happen, but she is on the subway and she sees this headline once again. First Lady steps up to volunteer plate. And for her at that time, ladies and gentlemen, what that meant to her was it was a message from the universe, part of this collective utopian vision that she's been informed of, that she's sharing her information with us. This First Lady, so Ski Bunny herself is a First Lady. She receives that comment all the time. She's the first one to do this, the first one to do that. She was the first woman to wear a bunny costume, to go out to be a ski bunny with these men on Craigslist. She's the first one to do that. She was the first one to then wear a slutty bride costume in the same context, right? So she's the First Lady to do all these things. To bring all of these things to the act of being a ski bunny, the very first ski bunny, probably to ever do these things. So First Lady, that was Ski Bunny, that identifies Ski Bunny there. See how it says First Lady steps up. So ladies and gentlemen, when we have an electron, right, when we have energy does not gradually sort of go from one place to another. It steps up levels, like electrons when they're excited, right? They jump levels, they jump to outer layers of the atom. So there's a stepping up, and at the time when Ski Bunny was partying with these men, she would talk about quantum physics, because that was sort of the interesting thing she found while she was exploring this terrain, this unfamiliar community. We would talk about quantum physics when they would party together. And so she knew this about the atoms, and she was like, they're talking to me, I'm the First Lady, and I'm stepping up. What am I stepping up to? She's stepping up, ladies and gentlemen, to volunteer plate. And this is very complicated here. I'll explain this to you. What happens is when you're partying with somebody and you're being hospitable and you're being friendly and you're being gracious, one of the gestures you can do is actually hold the plate of cocaine right up to their nose so they don't even have to bend over to get it. Right? You hold it. So they're holding the straw. I won't demonstrate because that's probably against everybody's laws everywhere. But so you put the plate here and you bring it right up to their face, and so they don't even have to lean down. It's such a complicated gesture, isn't it? Like the most profound gesture, because at the same time they're offering them this very valuable commodity. It's like offering coffee or tea or alcohol or a drink. Come on, let's go have a drink, I'll buy you a drink, right? It's like camaraderie, citizenship, community. But it's cocaine. It's deadly, right? So you're offering like love and death right there in your hand, all at once. It's very complicated. She found this gesture extremely profound and beautiful and tragic at the same time. So we have this article that showed up there. First Lady steps up to volunteer plate, right? And who do you think they were talking about? They were talking about Ski Bunny. She saw this on her way home one night. March 6, 2009, she was riding the A train home. She saw it and she was flabbergasted. She didn't know what to think because they were definitely speaking directly to her at that point in time. So she took it as a sign and she kept on going. And now she's playing in my house band here on British Jackie. It's quite wonderful to see her again. Yes, wonderful to have her here. So anyway, that's our news broadcast here. We're revealing Ski Bunny as one of the mysterious informants and a bit of the evidence that she's collected over the years. So tonight we've got a very special guest coming on the show tonight. We've got Kyle McCasey's coming on to talk about his project, his art project called Sonkhonkett. It's a group of puppets in a fictional North Shore town called Sonkhonkett. Come on up here, Kyle. Let's get going here. Grab my water. Let's start talking. So Kyle, welcome to British Jackie.
Hi everybody, hi
Isn't
Jackie.
it nice to see you?
Yes, lovely
It's
to be here.
wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. So tell me, what inspired you to come up with the Sonkhonkett fictional community of puppets? What was the main sort of impetus? There it is right there. That's how you
Sonkhonkett.
spell it.
Yes.
It's got 2 T's at the end, yeah.
Why I created Sonkhonkett? Well, New England is a very interesting place filled with quirky characters, and I figured it should be celebrated. I love comedy, I love anthropology, biology, all sorts of stuff, and so I decided this needs to be documented, but I figured doing it in entertainment, since not too many people are into like academic stuff anymore.
Sure.
I figured this would be more egalitarian, more people could, if you present something in entertainment form, people are more likely to eat it in, and as they kind of digest this, they if you will, kind of get to explore this unique place and kind of these ideas I'm kind of dealing with. But yeah, Sonkhonkett is a fictionalized town. It takes place with the Rumney Marshes in Revere and Saugus, just north of the city here. Most of the characters are hand puppets. I've been making hand puppets for a good decade.
Yes. They're beautiful. We're going to demonstrate one quite shortly, aren't we?
Oh, yes,
we're going to have a puppeteering demonstration here on British Jackie this evening. You mentioned you like to convey ideas through your puppetry. What sort of ideas are you conveying? Like people exploring this community and finding the ideas that you've seeded it with. Like what kind of ideas? What sort of things are you conveying there? Just general community togetherness, or?
Yeah, there's that. There's kind of exploration in what's kind of it's
a very broad question.
It is.
It's a very broad question.
It's very broad, and I use humor because humor, I think, is the best tactic to be subversive with.
Oh, absolutely. Here we are on British Jackie, right? Like, here we are. Hello.
Yeah, a lot of it's diving into blue-collar culture, exploring it, and rather being kind of dismissive of it, see what its values are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so you've got something coming up shortly. Are you fundraising? You're gathering your resources together to try to get some more things off the ground, and that includes what is that including now?
So I'm trying to turn this into a viable entertainment company that stays in New England, so artists, craftsmen, technicians, and all sorts of people, from janitors to accountants to marketers, they can stay here. So I'm working on our 3rd fundraiser. Our last 2 raised 175%, and the following raised 185% of our
That's
target
fantastic.
goal.
It's not easy to do. I've tried it. Very challenging, as you know. How that went down. Anyway, so that's fantastic. So when is that coming up? Well, when is that happening?
It starts November 22nd. That's a week from today, so that's the day before Thanksgiving.
Day before Thanksgiving. We're already at that time of year.
Yeah, and just to make clear, most of them, like 90% of the money is going to all the people that make the show possible.
Right.
I'm here to treat artists, craftsmen, laborers fairly, pay them fairly, and this kind of gets the ball rolling.
Yeah. It's almost like similar to the collective utopian vision in a faction of that, in the sense that you're bringing people together to express themselves, and you're enabling them to support themselves that way.
Yes.
And that's quite utopian and beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yes, I'm just kind of a little saddened by creative types that aren't able to blossom, and I feel like part of blossoming is kind of working together as a community, but also to have this. The reality is you need money, and I'm here to. I want to see people doing what they love to do, such as British Jackie and Tracy. Chevrolet, who just did.
She's around here somewhere. Tracy Chevrolet. We know she's here somewhere. I can't see her right now. Anyway, so that's really exciting news. You've got another some momentum and another level of work that you're going to be producing with the funds that you raise. And so you've brought a couple of these puppets with you this evening, have
you? Yes, we have.
Yeah. So tell me about the ones you've brought. Who have you brought with you?
I've brought Charlene from Revere. She's been performed by different people, including Melissa Dole and Tracy Chevrolet.
Tracy Chevrolet, yeah.
She's quite the spunky character, originally from Revere, and she's trying to get into beauty school, but has failed 5 times so far.
Gosh, yeah.
A little hectic, but she doesn't take no guff from anybody.
Well, there you go. Sort of like Ski Bunny or you or me, really. Yes, quite a good role model. And so who else have you brought with you?
There's Charlie, the Sonkhonkett townie. He does a little bit of everything. He does a little carpentry, roofing, laying hard floors, but he's also the tenant. He's the landlord.
He's a landlord.
For characters such as Charlene, and you'll see also Dottie.
Dottie?
Yeah, Dottie.
She's a pit bull of a character, is she not?
Yeah, she's a pit bull of a character.
Stubborn, a little headstrong.
Yeah, definitely. And
what's her story?
Her story, she's originally from Charlestown. She was married to her beloved Robert, but Robert got into trouble with the law. He was involved in debit card fraud.
Oh gosh!
And paper hanging.
Tragic!
So she had to take care of her son, and thus had to move to Sonkhonkett. A lot of her income was removed when Robert left the picture, sent off to Walpole.
Gosh. Oh, so is he still out there rotting in jail?
Yeah, Slippery.
So
Slippery, ironically, is his name, but.
Slippery. So maybe he's not. Maybe he'll find a way to slip on out of there.
Exactly.
So let's bring him up. Just have a look at them. Let's just meet them.
Yeah.
So let's see what we've got. We brought them all with them. We're going to get to meet some characters from Sonkhonkett here on British Jackie today, thanks to Kyle. Here comes one now. We've got Charlie there, and so Charlie is he's the superintendent, you were saying, of, Charlie's blocking an image of me.
I'm sorry, there.
There we go. So that's Charlie, and so he's the superintendent, and what is his what's one of his sort of personality traits, or how would he express himself if he was going to express himself right now?
I throw dots on Mondays at the Yankee Peddler. When I'm not doing that, I'm walking for a living, roofing, carpentry, laying hardwood.
Right. Let me see what else you've got. I want to get involved. Can I get involved with this? Can I try it?
I guess, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's have a puppet show. Bring it right over here.
Okay.
Right here. We're going to have a puppet show, ladies and gentlemen, here on British Jackie live here.
So this is Charlene. You can see
That's
on
Charlene.
the camera there, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
So
gonna.
how does it work? What do I do here?
So you're gonna stick your hands in there.
Oh, I see. It's like that. And up through the back there. Here,
Yeah,
take yours out. I'll put mine in there.
Yeah, it gets a little personal, but.
Yeah, no, so we've got to inhabit these creatures. It's always personal when you're bringing life to an inanimate object, or even to an animate object. You want to share yourself with them. It gets quite intimate. All right, so here we are. Maybe I'll remove my hat so it doesn't show.
And to puppeteer on television, you're doing it through a monitor. Just to explain to the audience, so you're looking through the monitor, and that's your entire world as a puppeteer.
That's my world. Hey! Who's over there?
Yes, Charlene's kind of the star of the show.
Thank you. Yes, I'm the star of the show.
Yes. And then we have Dottie over here.
Dottie!
Dottie is
She's
a fake.
literally a pit bull.
I wouldn't say that to her face, but
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, literally a pitbull!
So yeah, it's all these puppets are handmade. It takes about 30 to 40 hours to make a character. They're all hand stitched, made out of foam, flat foam pieces that I dart and turn to three-dimensional forms. I use fleece, I hand dye it, used wigs as you can see, a variety of materials. It's taken me about a decade to kind of learn this craft of making puppets.
It really is. It's a fine craft. There's so many different components to it. You've got styling, the fashion. You've got the sort of the structure of their faces and everything, and the sort of cartoon aspect of them. And then you've got their personalities, and that inhabits their expressions and their gestures, right? And the dialogue.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, trying to like use the visual to embrace kind of the character. So this kind of signals in. I want to signal into the viewer before they even like speak. You already get an idea of what they are, and that's a kind of a craft that's taken a while to like kind of hone in on.
So like, what would can Dottie say something? We'll have a conversation here. We'll do a little bit of puppeteering.
35 years in the department, and 18 years plugging a jug. This is kind of a phrase that she says ad nauseum.
Well, Dottie, where's that no good son of yours now?
You shouldn't be speaking.
You've been trying to fix me up with him for so long. Everybody always is. I'm not interested in that guy. It's quite fun. It's quite fun.
Yeah, so the skits, they are very short. They're around 1 minute to 3 minutes in length. There's a pilot episode. It's about 19 minutes, and that was funded through the first fundraiser we had. And what else?
That's quite
yeah, there's also
quite an achievement.
yeah, and then besides the puppet, there's also hand-built sets. Like we just built Dottie's triple decker. We have the interior of buildings, whether the radio studios or at the Sodo.
Now, Dottie, I've been looking for Tommy, and I don't see him. Where is he? Are you hiding him in your house again? Because Tommy, he's not my boyfriend, but, you know, he's kind of fun to hang out with. Right, Dottie?
Nah.
How am I doing? How am I doing?
You're doing good. You're doing great. Yeah.
Good.
It's I guess a big kind of message I want to hit home is that anyone can do this. I'm someone who's not the most extroverted of types, but through just plowing through it again and again, I've gotten better with performing and whatnot. Still working on the kind of improv stuff, but yeah, I write all the material for Sonkhonkett, the skits.
This is her whole, you get to see her whole self here.
Yeah.
She's got legs and toenails even that match her fingernails. Oh, that's falling off there.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's all part of the warts and all behind the scenes here. Behind the scenes here. There we all are with Charlene and Dottie. So what happens, like, what goes down in that town? Like, is there a lot of violence? Is there a lot of crime? Or is it like, what's happening? What in the communities?
It's not bad. I mean, Sonkhonkett is a little rough, but the north side's not bad. It was rooted originally in the paperclip and novelty vomit industries.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
And now it's more of a service-based economy, as you can see with Charlie and his...
So let's reenact, we've only got a few seconds left. Let's reenact their favourite activity in Sonkhonkett.
Yeah, so, it's a...
So why are you here? They told me to come here, not you! Oh my god.